In this video, we are cracking the code on how to turn your hobbies into ego, kudi, owo, racks, cheddar, cash. You see those things you do for pure joy? We're about to learn how to turn them into money-making ventures. Whether you're a baker, musician, a coding wizard, there's a path to financial freedom for you. So grab your notebooks, let's dissect 5 ways to turn those hobbies into paying hustles. Someone said that content is king, but community is queen. And this can mean creating connections with people over a particular idea or sets of interests in the most common and effective way. Not followers, though. What did I say? Community. Recently, one of our ambassadors of the Street Project Foundation by name Deborah Johnson organized a poetry and therapy event that got sold out just by a post online to her community. Still confused about what I mean by community? Here's a quick exercise that you can do just to build yours. Write down 30 names of people that have shown interest in your craft. Yes, whether it be friends, family, colleagues, or online followers. If you are able to get up to 30, that's great. If not, it's fine. But if you get below 10, it just means you need to work on your network. Network, 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 network. You got a network, girl, boy, you got a network. A huge part of monetization in this day and age is hinged on who you know. Your network, your community. Who do you know that without a question would pay for your product? Sometimes not because they like your product, but because they even like you. Let's even start with that. You need to be able to find people like that. Start with that. And that's why the first point of call usually would be family. You know, your mother, your father, your uncles, your aunties, your brothers, your sisters are rooting for you. Whether they believe you have a talent or not, they're rooting for you, and so would support one way or the other. So start with that, right? If you could pull out a list, at least 10 members of your family interested, you're building a community. Then let's move on to friends, then acquaintances, then people in your, maybe you went to school with. I mean, write that list down, and then you follow through. That's the beginning. Making money through collaboration seems obvious, but creatives aren't fully taking advantage of it. And here's how. But let me even delve into why creatives not interested in collaboration. I mean, gone are the days when, you see somebody who's got a talent that sometimes feels more superior, and then you feel that's my competition. Gone are the days, right? Everyone is unique in their own ways. What you bring to the table, another person cannot bring. No one beats you being you. No one. And so when you bring forces of talent together and find ways to collaborate, you create magic, right? So don't be averse to collaboration. So whilst making money through collaboration may seem straightforward, the reality can be unpredictable. Not every partnership yields massive sales immediately. But what is better than one person pushing a theme? 2 or more people, which means more reach, more visibility. Here's the key. Tailor your collaborations to fit your terms and risk tolerance. Consider teaming up with people in your niche to solve the pain point of your customers, providing value that they can pay for. Collaboration is a win-win strategy to maximize results. Like I always say, collaboration is the new competitive edge. This is a commercial break because we are waiting for you to subscribe. 5, 4, 3, 210. There are organizations and people who need what you do, and those people meet somewhere. You need to seek them out. People who need your service or skill, and teach yourself. Yes, teach yourself. I'll explain further with this example. Sometime this year, I traveled to New York, and I was in Times Square minding my business, and this photographer walked up to me and started showing me the kinds of pictures that he had taken, and even, spoke to me, was really very friendly. Now, what did he do right? In less than 60 seconds, this photographer won my heart. Very warm. And I said yes, in New York, ready to pay over $20 for photograph on the streets. Now, what did he do right? Number one was he was already in a space where you have a lot of tourists. And so pitching in that space made sense. There are lots of people who want to take professional pictures in such pretty places. So he leveraged on it and he was able to pitch. And I bought into it and I took some really lovely pictures. You can check it out. So when you are pitching, right, it's not just pitching anywhere. You also need to look at the context. Look at the space where you're in. Can you find your target audience there? So that it doesn't become what we call a hard sell. And it will be easy, but make sure you prepare your pitch. What am I selling? What can I do? What's that thing that I'm passionate about? That within 60 seconds, you just tell me immediately, okay, let me test you. Make a danshiki for me, or do that, craft that you do, whether it's a bead, whatever it is, or even come with samples, because that was what the photographer had. He had samples for me to see, and I was like, okay, not bad. I will take the pictures, right? So make sure you pitch. I need creatives to begin to look around, or maybe look within. From this moment on, wherever you see people, you should begin to look at them as free audience for your exhibition. Yes, exhibition. Whether the gathering is created by you or you attended an event, always look out for places where your target audience meet, or create your own exhibition like the young man called Pascal Agudiego, who recently organized his first solo exhibition that attracted collectors of art from around the country. Take a look at some of his works. Whether you do it like Pascal or get event organizers to offer you a stand in their events to exhibit your works, these are opportunities you should explore. People need to see your work. You can't be hiding it, inside your house. The Bible says that you can't start hiding a light under a bushel. So show off your work. Last but not the least, monetizing your expertise as a coach or teacher has never been easier. In the world of creativity, the opportunity to sell your knowledge as a coach or teacher has become a powerful avenue for financial success. But note, make sure you know what you are selling. Make sure you know what it is that you are teaching people, because nowadays everybody say coach, everybody say consultant, everybody's this, everybody's that. The first rule of being able to coach and teach is know. Try and know before you share. So I run a consultancy firm, and this is off the back of the fact that I've been in marketing communications for over 2 decades now. And so I have a lot to share. And I've also been in the development space for almost as long as that. So just being able to have the knowledge and wherewithal to be able to share with others is an opportunity to monetize. Now, you don't necessarily have to have 2 decades of experience, but what's most important thing, like I said, be knowledgeable about what it is that you're coaching people in. And if you do know, and you are that kind of person who sponges up a lot of ideas and you can share them, it's wonderful. It's even a very good way of understanding the process even further. But you can monetize that too, and I encourage you to do that. With these few points of mine, I hope I have not confused you, but convinced you that you can turn your hobby into some shmoney. Lots of love from me to you.